We came together at the beginning in a series of meetings. It was all about this kind of collaborative brainstorming.
Leading all the way from conceptual design to sort of a design development phase.
Thinking of ways that this project could be illustrative of what our mission statement is as a design firm. Well, very quickly we started talking about Dan Buettner's research into longevity. He articulates it in areas around the globe that he calls blue zones. He is identifying the commonalities that these communities have. We started looking at what those commonalities were and things that we could start to integrate into the design of this parklet.
Some of the commonality between them that we picked out from is meditation, play, and socialization. As a healthcare architecture firm, the healing process is very important to us.
We have these communal seating areas that are integrated. That was all about creating this socialization area. The kind of cocoon-like area where you could walk into the parklet. A little bit of solitude and meditation and quiet reflection in the bustling city so that you could recharge. The physical form of the parklet in general, it's a very whimsical form and a very whimsical shape. And that was kind of the play aspect of it. The whole thing tried to have that kind of spirit of fun that allowed children to climb it and play in it.
I came across an installation in Princeton by Richard Serra's the Hedgehogs and Fox installation. He uses a single material and they put it together, and it's created a very interesting zone for people to interact with when they cross each other's path. And also it's a very strong movement of separating the space, using one single materials and eventually curving into an interactive zone.
Transforming our ideas and discussions during these studio get-togethers into a more tangible and believable model proved to be very difficult at first because many of us were wondering how exactly we were going to build it, since it's a very curvilinear, amorphous shape. You can design a building that looks absolutely beautiful, that people want to see built, but if it can't, and it's merely just a picture.
It had to fit into a 7-foot by 13-foot parking space, less than 12 feet tall. We have to actually construct it ourselves. It gives us architects, interior designers, and junior staff the ability to work with their hands and to understand how something is actually put together and constructed, as opposed to drawing it on a piece of paper and then handing it off to somebody else to build.
We took the form and we cut it at certain elevations in order to maintain those curvilinear profiles. For structural purposes, we ended up using finished grade 3/4 inch plywood.
And create a stack of like 29 layers and filling it with 2x2 cubes in between.
We did go through and actually produce a lot of templates, which we projected onto large sheets to cut out. It was very long, very arduous, over about a 4-week period.
We pulled many late hours after work hours.
It was an opportunity to work outside the office with some people, really get to know who they are, what they know.
We actually had 12 or 13 people help us finish constructing the last 3 quarters the night before the competition.
We have this challenge that we deal with in the profession. Projects take a really long time. And so these quick hit design exercises, they're a lot of work, but you can get in and you can pack a lot of learning and a lot of fun into this compact, creative outlet. It lets people kind of dream outside the confines of the real world for a little bit.
Very interesting to see like the process from beginning to the end. That like what you envision at the beginning might not be exactly one-to-one, but then the changes still like falls within the line and it still looks great.
Couldn't have been more thrilled with how it came out. The group that was working on it just picked the ball up and ran with it.
It's such a great thing for us to participate in as a firm. Not only did we win, but it was on display in the Center for Architecture. So the fact that we had a project in the Center for Architecture is pretty enormous. So that was a pretty big challenge, and I think we're probably all better for it.